Thank you so much, people, for take this time to understand better about Mailchimp universe with us. You're welcome to unlocking the power of email marketing, boosting your business with Mailchimp. I'm super excited to share with you how email marketing can significantly enhance your business, your growth. And doesn't matter if you are new on this topic or you're looking to refine your strategies, we're gonna have a lot of tips and valuable insights. I am Claudia. I have over than 10 years experience working with digital marketing and marketing strategies. I'm currently part of the Mailchimp & Co team. Mailchimp & Co is our partnership program focused on growing digital sector partners. And today we're gonna co-host this webinar with Sebastian. It's a um, super partner come from Oslo, but he's in Spain now. He have a lot of knowledge about the platform to share with us.
Yes, so I'm Ravn Sebastian. Sebastian is my sort of English name. To many's frustration, it's hard to say my first name. So Sebastian is what we can can use for now. My main experience have been I really like Mailchimp and newsletter marketing and email marketing. So that is a focus I've been focusing on, especially this year. But previously, my background and my main service area is within Google Ads. And I also, within Google Ads, through my freelancing company, are working with smaller brands and different segments and different verticals to some of the biggest ones or some world-known brands as well with high spend. So I've been used to working uh, with many different types of accounts and also consulted some of the biggest agencies in Norway and some of the bigger companies in Norway from my previous work. But then I didn't really look too much into newsletter before I started my own company now in the New Year's. And I really see that for pretty much every company, newsletter and email marketing through the Mailchimp can be a fit. It can be used for pretty much any type of company, I think. And that's why I be really honed in to try and learn as much as this as possible. And I work with some of my clients with it. I work for myself as well with it. And I really see some great results. So I look forward to talking more about it today and then sharing it, the dashboard live and showing all the tips and tricks. But that was quite a long introduction, but we can move further.
Yeah, so today we're gonna talk about the concept about email marketing, talk a little bit about Mailchimp, what we offer, and get starting with some strategies into the email marketing world inside our platform. We have some tips for next steps, and if you have any questions in the end, I'm gonna take a look in the chat, and we're gonna do our best to answer the questions.
Perfect. Yeah, so firstly, just what is email marketing? Later, we'll get into good stuff with sharing the screen and everything, but I'll just go through this quite quickly. Pretty much is a lot more direct way of sharing your message. You might be used to, if you do B2B sales or something, you might be used to calling directly or sending a direct email. But I find it so efficient with email marketing to be able, if you have a very large list, to reach so many people with an email that directly comes to them. So that, if we explain it quite easily, is again direct access to all your customers, and you can segment it. You can send the emails directly to their inbox without manually doing a lot of the labor that you might be used to previously. And it's a lot more cost effective than, for example, ads. You might be used to, for example, Google Ads, Meta Ads, etc., etc. I really see that for some clients I have, if they haven't really used email marketing and maybe they have a list of 1,000 plus or 2,000 or whatever the list might be, we can really see some quick return on investments with just honing in on newsletter with Mailchimp. And of course, targeting messages to the different tags and audiences that I will show a bit later. And then, of course, always being top of mind with sharing value, with sharing new offers, with sharing more of your full service area to your existing client base to really just give them a little bit more, which can be really nice. And at the end of the day, I really see that it grows the LTV the lifetime value of the customer, so the more they purchase from or with. And also it can be used for new acquisition as well. It can be used for a lot of ways. And one client in specific I have, there we really see that, yeah, as long as I give them new clients through Google Ads, they sell to them through the newsletter because their product is quite reusable. And then it's so good with using newsletter as their main go-to. So there we just focus on, of course, having the return on ad spend high, but mainly just getting new clients in so they can sell to them. Yeah. So yeah, Claudia.
Yeah, I think email marketing is amazing to get in touch with your community without being in another platform like Meta, like in Google. But well, why Mailchimp? First of all, Mailchimp started with a email marketing platform, but we grow a lot through these years, and today we are all in one marketing platform. So you can make campaigns, you can make landing pages. We have integration, so you can manage your campaigns on Meta and Google with us. And wow, it's super in user friendly. It's super easy to build your business using our tools, no matter the size you have. And you can manage your audience. You can create beautiful emails, beautiful landing pages, automate your process, as Sebastian say, and the most important, see the big picture of your results. So Sebastian's gonna show us how it works in a practical way.
Yes, so I will go in my own account to use as an example.
Yeah.
And here you see I will start, yeah, here is Mailchimp. Here is the dashboard, and I will go first in the audience. I will not show my audience as of privacy reasons for my customers, but I will talk about it. I will also share now how you get, yeah, because if you start the Mailchimp and you have zero in the base, it's many ways to get initially your list in and how you can do that, how you can get more in the base, and then just filling up the list. So yeah, basically it's someone to send to. So I'll share a bit about that. Then I'll go in a campaign and show how to make a campaign. So show some of the templates, show how to make a campaign, some examples, and really how to, because the goal as you for a business owner is to make sure that your time is spent not focusing a lot and using all this time on this, but it can be automated and it can be scheduled, and I can make, for one client, I make the content for the rest of the year. So it's many ways to make the campaigns efficient, ideas, etc. that I will show. And then I will also show some paired with this, some optimizations that can be made. For example, a bounded baskets, a welcome flow. If you have a course, how to make a flow for that as well. And then we'll see how much time we have, but I'll also go to the statistics and how to read the statistics and how to figure out through the analytics of the different sort of metrics what you can work on further through showing my account. So really how to start with the audience to get the audience list filled up. If you already have another news letter system you have used in the past, or if you have acceptance of a user accepting that you can use their mail for marketing, then as long as you have that approved, for example, for e-commerce, it can be in the checkout, it can be different places, but as long as you know this, it's very easy to import the list like a CSV file or something like this, and then import it in the audiences that I will not show now, but and then you have suddenly a list. So for example, for the one I was talking about earlier, he had 3,000 plus. We just imported the list and boom, we have had someone to send the emails to. And we also integrated it with the backend system, which was WooCommerce, which many use. And then from there, after getting the audiences in and getting the users in, then I make tags, and this is in Norwegian, but this is, for example, my current customers. So I make sure to exclude them from certain campaigns, and then also the ones that are fitting for my different service areas, and then I make specific campaigns for that. But now my list is not the biggest yet, so I typically send out to the full range of users. But then to get more in the base, it is some ways. And then you can have, for example, here you can have a pop-up banner, not the most beautiful one, but make that so when they, after 30 seconds or whatever, they might see the pop-up banner and then they come in the list. Another way is to have a landing page. So let's say if you're posting on LinkedIn, you're posting different places, then you can link that at some of the posts. So people can come here as well. And then the final, this is for e-commerce, and really here is where I see you can get a lot if you're doing e-commerce, have Mailchimp started right now, because then you can see, for example, for Zalando, if I do start to order, immediately they ask for my email, and that is to send email marketing later, and then show the offers, show different products and all this. So really, for e-commerce, this is something to focus on, and it's a way to get so many, pretty much every customer or a lot of the customers can come in the flow. So after this, after making the tags, after filling up the audience, the next thing I do, I can show how to make a campaign. This is how I have structured it. So my email marketing, it is only focused on value and then showing Google Ads tips for or newsletter tips and then sharing different tips. And then I do it once a month because I'm of course in the B2B space, but you can do it more often if you're doing e-commerce. But for B2B, feel out what is okay for your business and what you feel for your clients or possible clients regarding how often the frequency and so on. But this one was, for example, Black Week preparations with Google Ads. And the next one was a bit about my partners and then launch on my second website. This was a bit of the focus points with Google Ads that can be really useful when you're targeting growth. And then I'm also mentioning then the LTV and newsletter and everything. And typically when I make the email, I just go in the one template I made now, I replicate it, and then I can change pictures, I can change the blocks, and it's really easy just to make a new email. If I were to do this from scratch, it's also very easy. So let's say now is Black Week fairly soon. So then we can have, for example, Black Week, 20% off the entire store. And then when you make the email with the templates and with the creatives you can use, now we're just going to show a very simple way to make it. But here I will not choose from scratch. You can just choose a basic layout. And now we can do let's see if we find it. The first one, just the minimal, very easy template. And then from here, you see then the branding has come in. You have a call to action button, a picture, and then text. Let's say if I want the call to action button to be both in the beginning and the start, then I can just duplicate the block, drag it up here, and have it under the first text. Because if it's a Black Week offer, then I'll typically have maybe like exclusive offer for everyone in the newsletter, for example, with code Black Week. And then this, of course, with all of the pictures, all of the call to action text, etc. It's important then to link directly to the web shop. And then here, for example, I want a picture. It's very easy here. Then I'll just add a photo shoot. So add this picture as well here. This you
It's time to
see,
showcase you.
yeah, showcase me quite a lot, yeah. But then, of course, this is way too big. But then just to scale it, change it, it's a lot of different ways to do this as well and have different formats. And you see now it's starting to already look a bit like an email already. And then to make the email itself, the text, then typically as a headline, now just start with 20% off the entire store during Black Week. And then something like claim your offer today or purchase now before X date, whatever. That can be a version. And I have another client where we have new offers quite frequently. And then it's the same aspect. We just have a template change it to the new brand or product that you want to advertise and have the promotion from, and that it only lasts X amount of time and be quick before it ends. And what I also like to do if it's a Black Week campaign is to also have a follow-up. And I've also seen that the revenue on the follow-up tends to be higher than the initial mail. So depending on how often you have offers, but if it's not too often, maybe once a quarter or every now and then, I will highly recommend to also have a follow-up email that you make. But yeah, the text here again is so many. I want right now to not use too much time on this now, but you get a bit how you can make the emails very easily and then change it on the mobile versions to have it adapted well. There is better templates than this as well, but you can get easily started with just a simple template and get up and rolling. And yeah, with the AI engines that is now Perplexity, ChatGPT, Gemini, etc., then it's very easy to get ideas for a text and then just customize it. That's what I do with the clients I do now with Mailchimp, is that because I don't know their business as well as they do, so then I get ideas from the ChatGPTs and the engines and the website and everything, and my own ideas, and then I craft it, and then I ask for, then I will just, for example, here I will send a test, and then it will not get sent, this email, it will just be a test, and then you can send it in your inbox, and then you can see how it looks. So then I just ask for them permission. Do you like how it looks? Are you happy with it? Would you change something? And then typically we have a meeting, we make the decisions, and then we move forward. So I think it can be really good. And what I do, and this build the campaigns and the drafts and the emails builds onto the optimizations as well. So let's say I do, for example, now email marketing, I do Google Ads, I do set up the cookie bot solutions, work with profit data and all this stuff. So if I wanted to, I can make a specific email for my different service areas. And then what I will do if a new clients or customer possibly comes in, then I can go into optimizations and have a welcome email, and also with the flow where they get sent all of my different service areas over, let's say, 4 weeks or 5 weeks, where they get the emails automated sent. And what you can do as well when you make the new emails, when you make the drafts, is also possible to schedule it as well. So in theory, if you are limited by time, then you can make the optimizations for the abandoned baskets, the welcome flow, maybe something else as well, and then also schedule general emails and make all the emails for 1 year if you want to, or 6 months, maybe a quarter is the best. To then make sure that spend some time on it in the start, and then you can not set and forget, but you have something in place. And with this builds into the optimizations then. Let's say you have a course, a free course, then you can have that automatically sent over email if you make it here. Or if you're an e-commerce, you can also have abandoned baskets. And it's also, when you have it integrated with Shopify or WooCommerce and so on, you can have it integrated in a way where the same product gets shown again through the email dynamically. So then they see, oh, you left Adidas shoes. Then you will get the email after 1 day if the customer don't make the purchase, and then they will directly be linked to the checkout again. And I really find that also to be an efficient way of getting the sale through. So here we have the optimizations. I went through the audiences, the campaigns. The final thing once you started launching campaigns is to read the statistics. So I will just show the statistics now. What I look for here, last 40 days, I'll look through the click. Yeah, if we start with the open rate, so how many that has seen the email and then open it through, then 63%, it is a fairly good open rate. So I'm happy with this open rate. So my target now is that I should reach more. I need to get more in the list. I need to find out ways to get more in, as the open rate is fairly high. My only issue is that the click rate is fair through. It's okay if you have a large base, but as I show now to around 80 or 79 subscribers, it is a bit limited. I should have a higher click rate, so I should drive more engagement. So maybe I would try different call to actions. Maybe I would try to give the user more of a reason to contact me or do anything. So, but of course, I need to have it in line as I only want my newsletter to just show value and tips. So I need to have the balance. And then the final thing is the unsubscribe rate. Here is only one unsubscribe, so I'm okay with this. If it was a percentage, this will be a bit higher than what Mailchimp would have recommended, but again, it's not a big list at all. So just try and get the unsubscribe percentage under 1.5%. So, and if, for example, I have found value, even though the list is not too big, I found value with Mailchimp. And how I found it is that I went in further in the analytics, and then let's see when it opens up. And then I clicked on, so if you're a B2B company, if you do sales, if you have a high average order value, if you have another, not maybe the typical e-commerce route, then and it can be useful for e-commerce as well with the segmentations and everything, but then you can click the open rate. If you click, I won't click in here because then we get some sensitive data. But if you click in here, you can see how many the engagement of each specific user. So if I see someone that opened it a lot of times and shown a lot of interest, that information is very good to have as well for future type of outreach or if you want to reach them another way. So this is how I have really found value of using it with a smaller base. So then just imagine if you have 1,000, if you have 2,000 or whatever, or even 200, then it can be so much opportunities. And to start with Mailchimp, it is free to start with. But then if you want the flows and scheduling and all that, then it costs something, but it's totally free to start with. So I would recommend not to be too much of a Mailchimp partner here, but I would recommend to start right away, at least get an account and then see what to do from there. Yeah. And this was pretty much my walkthrough now. Is a lot more that is possible to look at, but I think this is good for now. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm super excited, and it's very nice to see how we can start a campaign from scratch and have some nice results to see in the end. So, well, I was wondering if someone have some questions before we go to the next steps. So, okay, so here we go. If we have any questions, they're gonna take a look here in the chat. But we have a very nice content in our blog as well. So Sebastian, let's talk about the next steps after we have the results, what we can do with them.
Yeah, right there, right?
Yeah.
Then yes.
So after we made the testing, after we automate the workflows, something that we can do is A/B testing. So you can change some words to see what works better. You can create some flows, as Sebastian said, to make some personalized recommendations. So it's super nice to go into the platform and dive in. We have super nice resources like the Academy where you can take certifications for free, understand better you can manage your campaigns without any cost. And well, we have to we have to contact us. So we always return, we always support the people who would like to learn more about Mailchimp, and we are totally open to listen your thoughts about it. Thank you so much, Sebastian. It was very nice to hear. And guys, if you have any doubts, just send an email. And well, Sebastian, if you would like to share your contact as well, if the people would like to know more
Yeah.
about your business and go to your website, see your experience as well.
Yes, I will share it in the chat now. So the first is my website, and then the second is my email. So those two. Yes.
Great. I'm gonna share here my LinkedIn as well, my LinkedIn profile if you need some If you would like to make some questions or make a
Yep.
connection, just search by Clau Bresser there. And your LinkedIn, Sebastian?
Yes, I can see if I can link it somewhere here. Give me 2 seconds.
No
Or share
worries.
my share my link.
Okay.
Let's see. Yes. Then I will paste it. This is the link to the
Ah,
LinkedIn.
he
Yes.
shared the link. Okay, sweet. Okay, so here are our contacts. So if anybody have some doubts or would you like to discuss something to go deeper into some topic, we are here. Was very nice to have this conversation with you guys. Thank you, Sebastian. I'm excited for the next ones and we keep in touch.
Keep in touch. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.